with another one. Another one. Another one. I'm like DJ, I'm the real DJ Khaled. I'm the real DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Like and subscribe and share. Man. I know they still I know I'm on the ban list on YouTube. A lot of people have been saying they haven't been getting my alerts when I come online, which at this point is to be expected. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what I'm doing. What's all that damn noise out there, man? Yeah. Yeah, but what's going on in this crazy, beautiful world that we live in? You know what I'm saying? I got a question. I got this question from somebody. I was following my blog the other day, and he was like talking about women having standards and being accountable and taking responsibility and all that stuff. So I felt like that would be a good topic, to talk about. And if you want some standards and you want to take responsibility and hold yourself accountable, you better look in the mirror. That's the only place that's where it's gonna start from. And that's where it's pretty much going to end. The way things is going today, I don't think we're gonna go back the way things used to be. That's why I say if you want when it comes to standards and holding people accountable and being responsible, you better look in the mirror. That's where it's gonna come from. You have to set the bar, basically. So in other words, anybody that you allow to come in your life, this is how it's gonna be. Your standards, your program, whatever you got going on, that has to be front and center. That has to be understood by her and even your kids if you got them. Everyone, see, the standard has to always be the standard. The standard has to always be the standard. Wait for the chat. No, I just came on, Paul. The standard has to always be the standard in your family, in your household, in your environment. So regardless of what woman choose to join in, or which woman you choose to allow to come in, the standard has to always be the standard. And people have to be accountable for their actions and responsible for their actions. But it's going to be based upon on who you are as a man. Now, I know this goes against what most people would say, because most guys put women on a pedestal, right? I don't put anybody on a pedestal. I don't even do that to celebrities no more. I used to do that with celebrities. I don't do that with celebrities no more. You know, because I know being a celebrity is kind of it's some made up delusional type shit. You know, it's just based on popularity and selling shit. So, but you're not a celebrity. You know, in most cases. I know now in the past, I know I had a couple rappers and entertainers that were watching some of my videos. But for the most part, most of the people that watch me, they're not celebrities. So if you're not a celebrity, you can't really compare yourself to none of those guys and gals. So your standard has to always be the standard. It's kind of like a game of football. You ever seen a good football team that's been good for a long time? And these people, these commentators on television like to talk about the culture, this, the culture, that. So if the team has been winning for 5, 10, 15 years, they have, over time, they have basically created a winning culture. And there's a certain standard, habits, just a whole way of thinking that regardless of what new person comes in on a team every year on the football team, when they walk in that building, the standard is already set. So either you're gonna get in where you fit in, or you're gonna be gone. That's how the good teams keep winning for so long. You know, let's take like Pittsburgh Steelers. Now you might say, well, Pittsburgh Steelers, they ain't won a Super Bowl in a long time, which is true. But they haven't had a losing season for a long time too. They haven't had a losing season in what? 10 years? Probably more than that by now. Because the standard is always the standard. And you have different players coming in there every year, right? So your relationships, your environment, it should be very similar to that. If you meet a new woman, and maybe over time you get to know her, and you decide that, hey, I think I want to get to know her better based on what you've seen over time, getting to know her. So let's say it's 12 to 18 months. Y'all been dating, talking, hanging out. You done took her through the ringer, basically. Go smash the like button. Share the video. You done took her through the ringer, right? After 12, 18 months, 24 months, right? And this is all based on your standards, your program. And you realize she don't have a problem with being accountable, and she don't have a problem with being checked if you do something wrong. Maybe she makes your life easier in some type of way. Maybe she'll look at something that you're doing and be like, hey, I can help you do that much better, much faster, much more effective. Great. Or maybe she knows people that know people. That's even better. And y'all on the same page. She understands where you going, and she wants to jump on board. And maybe you have kids already. Maybe you have one kid or two kids or whatever. She don't got a problem with that either. As a matter of fact, she wants more kids. She don't have no kids. You got one, but she wants more kids, along with the one that you already have already. She knows that it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of hard work, but she's willing to sacrifice with you to build, right? And that's a great thing, because this doesn't happen all the time. She know that it's gonna be some rock. It's gonna be rocky. It's gonna be every day ain't gonna be sunny. You know what I'm saying? She understand that. She not in fairy tale world. Y'all living real life. She understands this. Maybe she's health conscious, physically fit. Whatever, that helps. She's easy on the eyes. Smash the like button. But at the end of the day, you done ran her through the ringer, and you realize, okay, this is somebody I can take serious, like for real, for real. Because she's down with what I got going on. She's down for the get down. You know what I'm saying? Plus, and this is like icing on the cake too. Plus, when it's time to knock that thing out, when it's time to knock that thing out, boy, well, y'all tearing up the room in that motherfucker. Right? Y'all tearing up the room in that son of a bitch, boy. It's like World War III in the room. Y'all knocking that thing down, boy. Now, see, that's like icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why I say it's icing on the cake, because most women, when you get past the physical, ain't too much left. Ain't gonna be too much there. Unfortunately, women today are different. They're not like grandma, maybe even your mom, depending on how old your mom is. And this is not a knock against women today. They're just not raised to be how grandma was and great grandma was, or even your mom, because it's a different time today. It's a different environment. Some things stay the same and some things change. That's just the world we live in. And this is not a right or wrong thing or whatever. That's just how it is. You know? Which is the main reason, one of the main reasons why you as the man, you have to lead. You have to be the captain of the ship. And the first thing most guys have to stop doing, stop putting women on a pedestal. I mean, god damn, what is that? What is that about? I mean, some of these guys taking this shit way too far. God damn. I mean, some of these guys be putting women on a pedestal so strong. They putting women overseas on a pedestal. Well, think about this for a second. Now tell me why logically speaking does this make sense? You're putting a woman on a pedestal that you didn't even grow up around. You didn't even know she existed when you were growing up. You didn't even know anything about her and her culture. So you putting the cape on. You putting the cape on for a woman that really don't need your help, to be honest. You know, she has enough help. Damn, how much more help you want? God damn. You doing things that you would have. You doing things that you never have done for the women that you grew up around. That's kind of wild to me when I see that happen. I'm like, this dude got the cape on, boy. God damn. Woo-wee. Kissing that ass hard online. I don't understand that. There's no other group of guys that I know of that does this, where they sit online and just talk about how great another group of women are. That shit is weird. That's some weirdo shit, man. That's really weird. For real. I don't know any other group of guys that does this. You know, talking about how great the woman is and this and that. Now, they might be thinking that, but they don't actually do videos talking about it. He's all way out in Thailand or some shit like that, talking about how great the woman is out there and you know, how she's better than a black woman and how she's better than a white woman, how she's better than an American woman, and on and on and on and on. And you have some of these same guys that will bring one of those women from wherever he's at overseas. They'll bring her over here, and the son of a bitch will get a divorce. If he don't get a divorce, he'll catch that bitch is gonna raise holy hell when he bring her over here. I mean, this bitch gonna raise all kinds of hell when done raised all kinds of hell since she been over here in America. But you said that the women are better overseas. That's what you said, right? Until you brought her over here. So, is she really better? Or it's just a different environment? Which one is it? You know, I've talked about this type of shit in the past. And environment plays is a big influence. How people act and behave and how they think. And if you don't believe it, if you got a girl and y'all maybe argue all the time or have, it's hard for y'all to get along and have some type of animosity against each other, go on a vacation or go out of town for a couple of days. Go out of town for a couple of days. You and her. Like, go to a beach or some resort. And I put my life on it. Y'all won't argue one time. Oh, y'all might disagree about something, but y'all will get along. Y'all get along when you're out of town. Y'all get along when you're out of town, right? But when y'all at home, y'all have a hard time getting along. Because at home, when you're at home, you're working, you got the kids, you're motherfucking stressed out, they're fighting over money and all type of bullshit going on. But for some reason, once the kids ain't around, the family ain't around, it seems like y'all get along. But how come y'all can't get along when you're at home? Maybe, and this is just me guessing, because I don't really, every place is different. Everybody don't live in the same place, but I'm just guessing. The place where you live, it might not be suitable for relationships. Or maybe the environment you've created is not suitable for a relationship. Maybe a lot of the arguing and bickering, maybe a lot of that's your fault. Because you put the woman on a pedestal. You did what most guys do. Man, I just go with the flow. I just go with the flow. Go with the flow? Are you crazy? Hell no. I'm never going with the flow. Going with the flow will have your ass all jammed up and all types of shit. You go with the flow, you don't know where you're going to end up at. Shit, you might end up in jail if you go with the flow. Hell no. I ain't never went with the flow. I've seen plenty of people got jammed up going with the flow. You might get along with people better, easier, but you're going to get pushed around a lot just going with the flow. I can guarantee you that. You know? And see, when you go with the flow, you don't really have no standards when you go with the flow. And if you're waiting on a woman to have some standards, you're going to be waiting for a long time, brother. Because the average woman doesn't even really think like that. It's kind of like working a job. You know how you work a job? And you know how you work a job and at some big company like, I don't know, Microsoft, IBM, Google, UPS, any of these big companies, you name them. It could be small, but any company that's established, that's been around for a long time. When you go to the interview, they tell you what they got going on, what this company is all about. So they're trying to see if you're a good fit, whatever the hell that means. But let's just play around with it, though. Let's play around with it. They're trying to see if you're a good fit. A good fit for what? Who the fuck knows? However, these companies still have a standard that you must abide by, or else you're gonna be out. And these companies have written rules and they have unwritten rules. And if you broke them, you're gonna be gone. And that's the same. Your relationship should be set up just like that. If any woman comes into your life, if you allow her to come into your life, and if she crosses your boundaries in any way, shape, or form, and she don't give you no type of logical reasoning behind why it went down like that, hell, even if she give you a logical reason, sometimes you still probably have to let her go. But if she don't give you no type of logical reason, none whatsoever, or maybe you just can't get past what she done, you might have to let her go. You have to operate like you're a big company. You have to operate like a business. The standard is always going to be the standard. Nothing more, nothing less. And until you start to be that way, you're never going to get no respect. And like I said, if you want some standards, take a look in the mirror. That's where it's going to come from. And that's where it's going to start from. And that's where it's going to end. Everybody at some point had a big mama. Right? When Big Mama was living and Grandpa was living, they set the bar. They set the standards. And they got passed down. And when Grandpa and Grandma died, the standards kind of fizzled out. The standards ain't the way it used to be. And anyone that had a grandmother, grandfather, you know what I'm talking about. It ain't the same since Grandpa and Grandma died. And even great grandma and grandpa. Things have changed. Like overnight. Because they, they had, I gotta open the door. I'm burning incense. Hold up. That's how standard is standard. When Grandpa and Grandma died, shit changed, boy. You be like, God damn. These motherfuckers they don't even want to show up for the damn Thanksgiving no more. Or 4th of July no more. You got to call them motherfuckers and tell them now. You didn't have to do that before. Grandma would call them and everybody would show up. It ain't no more. Somebody else got to call now. It's usually me. If I don't call, shit, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. So smash that like button. You look like Avery. I don't know who the fuck that is, bro. Is it cultural appropriation if I braid my... Oh, you're a fucking troll. I never shave my nuts. I just go with the flow home. Well, that's your prerogative. You can do it. You can shave whatever you want to shave. You know. But and that's based on your standards, your way of living. You know. You might meet a woman and she might say, "Hey, man, you got too much hair down there. I ain't down with that shit." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She might call you a nasty son of a bitch. Life. If you don't like it, you can kick rocks. So that's based on your standards. Everybody don't have to have the same standards. The bar don't have to be the same for everybody. This is why I always say, my life, my game, my show. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button. Hey, and don't forget to check out my Patreon. It's patreon.com/SharpGame. If you like this, you like more stuff over there. Yeah, I have classic interviews on my Patreon. Classic, yo. I'm challenging anybody. Ain't nobody fucking with my Patreon. Nobody. I got people on there that that wrote New York Times bestsellers, all that shit. I got pimps, hoes. I got them all, man. From the streets to the penthouse to the big house, all the way to Maine to Spain, baby. I got them all on my Patreon. Shit, I got them all, baby. Nobody fucking with my Patreon. Hundreds of interviews. I'm gonna take all those interviews and I'm gonna turn them into something within the next few months. You know, I'm gonna put it all together and turn it into something. I'm not sure, but some of the stuff that those people were saying, you're not gonna hear that anywhere else. At least I don't hear it. You know, I don't. But a lot of guys, they put women on a pedestal all the time, and they're waiting on to see what the woman is doing, and always talking about what the woman is doing. But I always say, well, what are you gonna do? What are you waiting on her for? What are you listening to her for? She's just talking shit. She's just talking shit. Most of that stuff a lot of women be talking about, and take that shit with a grain of salt. Take that shit with a grain of salt, man. Most of that stuff is just talk. It's just talk, man. You take the most, let me say, you can take the most masculine woman on the planet, and if you catch her at the right time, she'll be like a fucking kid in a candy jar. All that shit is just talk. You know, well, it's just talk. Even a hood rat, you can take you don't fuck. You shouldn't be fucking with the hood rats. But even if you fuck with a hood rat, man, if you knock that thing out good, shh, knock the dust off that pussy, man. That motherfucker be following you around like a puppy dog. You gotta lay down that. If you lay down that wood right, shh, man, come on, man. Don't get me started. Man, I didn't mean every type of broad you can probably imagine. the hoes out in the streets, to the prostitute, to the girl in college, to the girl in high school, to the corporate girl, to the the girl that do manual labor, to the girl that work at the fast food restaurant. To, man, it's all it's all a front. The girl you work with at your corporate job, that's all a front. That's all a front. See, let me tell you the thing, the mistake a lot of guys make. They think that a lot of these girls got it all figured out. When they go to work with a nice dress on and pantsuit on, they think, oh man, she's so sharp. Man, please. She don't know what the fuck she doing. She just doing what she told. She's doing what she's told to do. But you think she got it all figured out. Like she got the answer. She has all the answers. Just because she look good. And that's a mistake. Well, you get all, they'd be like, they're so fascinated how she looks. He just assumes that, hey, she must have it all figured out, yo. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think she really want to fuck with me anyway. I just took a chance. Or he might didn't. She's out of my league. She's out of my league, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing to him, man. She probably busy. He started coming up with all kind of shit. Then they be like, then you got some dudes be like, I gotta have a lot of money. I gotta have a lot of money to get that bitch. It's that type of talk. I gotta have a lot of money to get the bitch. And when he start making a decent amount of money, he still can't get the bitch. So goddamn, which one is it? Is it the money? Is it a money thing, or you just have bad social skills and have no game and can't get the bitch? Which one is it? God damn. I mean, so many goddamn insecurities here. And how much money do you really need to get abroad? If it's really all about money. Is it $40,000, $60,000, $80,000, $200,000, $1 million? How much money do you really need to get abroad? How much money do you really need to get a badass broad? I mean, how much money do you really need? Everyone has to answer that question. If it's all about money, how much money do you really need? And when you get the money, what's going to change when you get the money? If that's the standard, what's going to change? You still going to be the same old goofy ass motherfucker with no game and bad social skills. If you get the money, you just be a bigger goofy ass motherfucker with no game, with bad social skills. That's all. Money just times, it's times 5, times 10, 10x, like they like to say, right? If it's a money thing. And why are you trying to impress this woman anyway? She don't know you from a can of paint. She don't know nothing about you, really. How do you know she like money as much as you do? And why do you think money would even impress her in the first place? Most women don't like money as much as you think. You know how I know they don't like money? Because the motherfuckers spend the shit as fast as they get it. As fast as they get the damn money, the shit gone. If you like something, you don't get rid of it so fast. You want to keep it. At least the majority of it. God damn. So they can't like money that much. At least not as much as you think. At least because if they did, they would try to keep most of it. We know most women, after they get their paycheck, a week later, over half of that shit is gone. So they must not like it that much. And if they did like it that much, they would stay with the guy that had the damn money. Not leave the guy and leave with less money. That don't make no sense if it's all about money. Right? Because if a woman divorces a guy or leaves a guy, she has access to less money. In most cases. Unless she's a damn, well, no. Even if the guy's a basketball player or entertainer or celebrity, she still has access to less money if she leaves the guy. So, based on that logic, she can't like money as much because the bitch leaves. Child support is based on the amount of money the guy makes. Alimony is based on the amount of money the guy makes. So, based on that logic, it has to be something else that'll keep the bitch around. If it's all about money, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Tiger Woods' wife, the bitch left and took half of his money. At least half of what we know of anyway. Could be less, could be more. But let's just assume that it's half. They said it. They said it, so let's just assume it's half. Well, based on that logic, the bitch still has less, she has access to less money. So, and we don't even hear nothing about this bitch no more. I mean, the bitch was a nanny. So it can't be just about the money all the time. Has to be something else. Has to be something else that these guys are doing or not doing. Because some of these chicks, they stay with the guy for a long time. Some of these guys that have money, they be with the guy for a long time. And some of these guys that have money, a lot of them bitches leave. So there's a pattern here. You know, it's a pattern between the people that stay versus the people that leave. And 9 times out of 10, it has something to do with their bad fucking social skills. That's going to be. That's where the rubber meets the road, like some people like to say. That's where the rubber meets the road. You know? The thing is, I know a lot of guys that have money. That make a lot of money. And most of these guys that have a lot of money, nobody knows it. And they're not famous. They ain't no damn celebrity. Most people don't know who they are. They just come off like a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. They ain't not famous. Nobody knows. They just know where they work at or whatever. But in their spare time, nobody really knows much about them. Until you get to know them, and then they'll be like, oh, this motherfucker's loaded. This motherfucker's loaded. You know? But the woman, she didn't know that shit in the beginning. She just thought he was a fucking regular dude that work at the plant, at the paper mill or some shit like that. I worked at the goddamn Wells Fargo, some shit like that. She didn't know. She just know. All she knew was the dude worked a job, pretty decent paying job. And he's dressed nice and talk good, look good, smell good. That's all she knew. She didn't know how much money he had or what he did in his spare time. So she couldn't go off. She could only go off on what she knew. So turns out when she found out the guy had money, that was just like, that sweetened the pot. So see, sometimes it's not how you, it's how you start off the relationship. That's more important than anything. You know what I'm saying? If you start off, if you put money as a standard, you start flossing and talking about when you first meet the broad, start talking about all your accomplishments and your job and yo, I got a BMW, yo. I got my jewelry on and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I got my Jordans and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm from LA, yo. I'm from Los Angeles. You know? I got all my homies out there. You know? She could come off like that. See, that's how people get taken. That's how people get taken advantage of. A lot of times, it's good to downplay shit when you first meet people. I don't be talking like that. When I first meet somebody, I don't be telling them what the fuck I've been doing for the past 10, 15 years of my life. I don't even be doing it. I don't even be talking like that. I don't say anything, accomplishments, none of that shit. I don't. That shit don't make sense to me to do that. Not at all. You know? Yeah, smash the like button. Share the video. You know? Yeah, I don't be doing none of that shit, man. I downplay a lot of shit. And when people find out about me, they find out whenever they find out. But I don't tell nobody shit. I be like, bro, I be like, yo, I don't got no fucking money. I ain't got no money. They're like, well, how'd you get here? I found a way to pay my way. That's it. I don't got no fucking money. And we might be at a fucking big ass resort. And I'm saying I ain't got no fucking money. I barely got in this goddamn hotel room. This shit's $300 a night. This shit's $300, $400, $500 a night. I barely got in this motherfucker. Shit, I ain't got no money. I ain't rich. Now that's true. I'm not rich. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich. But I be in places where the rich people be at. I be around rich people all the time, but I'm not rich. I tell my folks, look, I don't be trying to act like I'm something that I'm not. Not at all. And I let them bitches know, I'm not rich. I'm not a rich dude. You know, now everybody around me, that's a different story. That's a different story. You know. So if a bitch get with me, she already know he ain't got no money. He ain't got no money. He ain't rich. He ain't got no money like that. I don't. That's the truth. So if a bitch get with me, she already know what it is. She already know what it is. A lot of these dudes be like, hey, she gonna take me for my money. Bitch, I ain't got no money. What the fuck the bitch gonna take? I don't got shit to take. What the fuck she gonna take? I don't got shit to take. Good luck with that. I don't got shit to take. That type of fantasy talk, that shit don't work with me. About, oh, she gonna take me and take my house and take my cars and take my income. Psh, bitch, what income? Fuck out of here. What? Go try to find income. Go find it. Good luck with that. What income? I just told you I don't have no money. I just told you I'm not a rich guy. So what? Why the fuck would you look up some income on me? I don't have it. Shit. Don't make no sense. This bitch is doing some research on me, and it's nothing to look up. You're not gonna find much. I don't know what to say. They take my lint out of my pocket. Yeah, I like that. Like, bitch, I don't even have enough. Most of the shit not even in my name. So, the shit ain't in my name. Who the fuck sent me this whole weird text at after 9 o'clock? Little weirdos out here, man. You know, I'm getting some more weird fucking texts from people. The ATL. They're only in the ATL, man. There's no place like Atlanta, man. I'm telling you, man. Shit. Yeah, but you know, like shit. I tell the bro, hey, I ain't rich. You know, and that's a fact. I might, yeah. I hang around guys that have money all the time. But shit, I ain't got it. You know, I done travel all over the world too, without being rich. I done travel. I've been places where motherfuckers dream about going. Motherfuckers are dreaming about going to Thailand. Man, I done been to that motherfucker like 7, 8, 9, 10 times, man. I done been to Thailand so many times. I'm tired of going to that motherfucker. You know, god damn. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been back. Since it was probably, what, 20 years? Yeah, 20 years now. Yeah. I go back there. It's probably changed a lot since I've been there. I've been to damn Malaysia. I don't know how many, 5 times. Hawaii, 5, 6 times. Japan. I was stationed in Japan for over 3 years. I've been to Australia. I don't know. I mean, 7, 8 times. Different parts of Australia too. I done been to so many places, man. I forgot. I've been there. One of my friends, he had to refresh my memory. He was like, yeah, man, we been in that motherfucker. Oh, shit, that's right, bro. I forgot. You know? And I don't say that shit to brag. I say that shit to, like, because the standard should be the standard. That shouldn't be, to me, traveling all over the place, it ain't nothing to brag about. And that shit don't really impress me. Really. I never really looked at it like that. I just happened to be, you know, happened to be in the Navy in the beginning, in my 20s. And I liked some of those places, and I just kept going back and forth. I just kept going to those places. Because I only did 4 years in the Navy. But I just kept going to these places even after I got out of the Navy. You know? So that's how my journey started. You know, it started while I was in the military, and I just kept that standard. I just kept the bar high for myself. And if anybody comes around me and they don't respect the bar that I have set, well, I don't fuck with them. They got to go. You know, and that don't make them a bad person. We're just different type. It's just different type of people. That's all. That's all. That don't make them a bad person. Not at all. We're just different type of people, or we're in a different place in life. That's all. You know. And you don't gotta talk shit to them, make them feel bad. No, you don't gotta do all that. You know. Everybody's just not for everybody. And that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. You know? Everything is not for everybody. That's just usually that's the down with you like that. Everybody's just gonna be not gonna be down with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Some will, some won't. One woman's trash is the next woman's treasure. That's how that shit is. You know. So I don't get in the I don't ever want to be dependent on one thing anyway. Like I don't want to be just dependent on just money. I don't want to be dependent on just swag or just flash or just my car. You know, I want the whole goddamn thing. I want the swag. I want the money. I want the cars, the jewelry. I want the fashion. I want it all, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you really want to. You want to be like fucking Walmart. Have all that shit included. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you really want. You don't want to be dependent on one thing. Being dependent on one thing is a recipe for disaster. Because when the money gone, the bitch gone. If the shit is based on money, you know what I'm saying? So hey man, I've been on here almost an hour. I said what I said, and I can live with it. Like, share this, smash that like button, and don't forget to check out my Patreon. It's patreon.com/SharpGame. The link is going to be below this video. I challenge anybody, when it comes to my Patreon. I got classics from the hole on the corner all the way to the big house. From Maine to Spain. No doubt. Would you stay with a girl if you didn't have a place to stay? Shit. Probably so, bro. If I didn't have no place to go, I probably would. You know, that never happened to me before, but if you ain't got no place to go, yeah, I probably would. You know, I probably would. There's some people that I know have been in that situation before. Yeah, I know some people that have been. That had situations like that before. It happens. I probably would, man. You know. Yeah, I stayed with a girl before because I wanted to I had an option to stay with somebody else, but I didn't really want to be over there, so I just stayed with her instead. But at the same time, I had money, so if shit hit the fan, I could just fucking get an extended stay hotel, that type of shit. But yeah, yeah, I probably would have. It never happened, but hey, man, you never know. But hey, that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, share this episode. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.